Greetings, I am Jean-Luc I changed people's lives using the Circle of Excellence, a chakra meditation technique I developed to heal spirit, mind, and body from a stroke and open heart surgery. This I am now sharing with the world. Today, I would like to discuss with you the fourth or heart chakra, which is located in the center of the chest, represented by the color green and the musical note of F. To this chakra, I have assigned the area of influence of career. Now let's talk about career. It's what most people do to make a living. It's a daily process, toil and strife. You go to school for a long time, most of us do, maybe 8 years, sometimes 12 years with your specialties. And then you spend time in the workplace. But how many of us are really doing what we love? There's an old saying, it's a Western song. Take this job and love it. Most people do not love themselves. So how can they love their jobs? Not only that, they make excuses. The only reason I am in the job I'm in is because I have to support my family. Well, my friends, as my mother used to say, prior to getting involved with another human being and have children, you first must honor yourself. Honor the other person, make a career, get your education, and at the same time place that spouse in a home. You see, a relationship is a two-way street. It's between two people, not one person. So both people have to earn a living. You should have thought about that before having children. Right? Right. That's what Madabro would say to you. I want to tell you a story, if I may. When my boys were in elementary school, on our way home on evenings, they got up at 2:30, 3 o'clock, I would always make sure they have a snack prior to supper. One evening, we stopped at a Kentucky Fry facility. The boys went up to the counter. Of course, they can barely see over the counter at that time, but they reached up to the counter and they requested the meal they wanted. The young man behind the counter had an attitude that stunk to high heavens. He treated my boys as though they were bothering him. And I looked him from head to toe, and I can tell he didn't want to be there. So I looked at the boys and I said, kids, guess what? When you become older and you have a job, if you don't like what you're doing for a living, quit. Do not make the world miserable because you are miserable. And this is the attitude I've noticed with a lot of people. They go to work and say, well, I'll get a retirement when I retire. This will survive for now. Or the government will take care of me. And the famous saying all over the world now, Europe and everywhere else, is that, hey, the government will take care of me. They owe it to me. They owe it to me. Who are they? My friends, we are they. All of us. So if I say they owe it to me, I am saying I owe it to myself, which means I get off my butt and get a job that's worthwhile and take care of my family, since they did not ask to come into this world. Another thing I noticed over the years, with little children, you see a lot of things that you normally don't see as a single person actually, not parent, single person. I would go to the grocery store and going up to the cashier, there were people who constantly give the cashiers a hard time. When they first instituted the initial tax on cigarettes, there are individuals who walk into a major grocery store. A couple of people I saw did it, and they complained to the cashier about the price of the cigarettes. Well, the poor lady, she just says, look, that's what the price of a cigarette is. And they were ranting and raving at this lady. She did not assign the price to the cigarettes. And of course, back then I was very vocal, and I said to the cashier, here I'm ready to check out, and I put all my groceries up. And the person was still standing behind there trying to argue with the cashier. And I looked at the cashier and I said, did you assign the price for these cigarettes? She said, no. I said, well then, why care? Nobody has to smoke. Of course, I was a bad guy. The funny thing is that when you say these things to people, like I'm saying right now, people become offended. Why? Because they get their knickers in a knot because they are negative and they know it attacks them. You know, there's an old saying that says, if the cap fits, pull the string. Well, that's it. My friends, remember, this is your career. And go inside. Visualize where you're going, what you want to become, and do it. The world is yours. Love, peace, healing. Have a great week, and I shall speak with you next week. This is Jean-Luc your peak performance facilitator. Thank you.